What is going on YouTube and y'all spot this your boy Yakrates. This your review for Real Housewives of Potomac season 10 episode 3. Hopefully you can hear me. I have my headset on. Look, I have been recording this entire weekend. Recorded 25 episodes of Pokemon Legends ZA. I have one episode scheduled to drop pretty much every day until we get to that 25th day. So, y'all, your boy's tired, but I'm here to give you this. I'm gonna try to use next weekend to give y'all Bell Collective and Braxton's. If it don't happen next weekend, we just gonna charge you the game. Y'all just ain't gonna get it. Anyway, we get Stacy. Arabella's working on her modeling for Miss Third Grade. Moving on. We get Wendy and Kay. Kay wanted to talk to her outside of the group. She feels that they are TV friends. They talk about Preakness, which is some type of derby situation on her. She wanted to know if Wendy was doing something because she's having a little brunch. Wendy's like, yeah, I'm actually doing something. The first lady of Maryland, um, invited me this, that, and the third. Kay feels away, and I can kind of see it only because it's just all you. Because honestly, all you really had to say is like, yeah, I'll actually be hosting there, but all the extra doesn't. I'm just saying, I can kind of get it. Kay says at Ashley's event says that when they were at Ashley's event, she felt that Wendy was being condescending. Wendy felt like it was juvenile. She brings moments when she brings up moments she's been a friend to Kay. Kay says that she doesn't get that in private. What I'll say is Wendy is being very defensive instead of hearing her. Even if you don't agree, if she is saying to you, this is what you're doing and I'm feeling this way, whether it's true or not, or you think she might be putting 20 or 10, it's too simple to be like, you know what? I hear you. I will make a conscious effort to da 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 da. I'm just saying, even though we know what's going on with Wendy, I'm just saying in the moment. I'm trying to be in the moment. Wendy finds this whole thing to be comical and laughs at her. And it seems to me like maybe Wendy felt like, oh, you're just trying to have a moment for TV, which is probably why she felt it was comical. We get Angel. She says she's with her husband and her father and whatnot. Says that her mom passed away 10 years ago this year. She talks to her dad about memories they've had with her mom. She brings up to her husband how Giselle acted at the event that she hosted there, and Kay saying that she chin checked her. And Angel lets it be known that she will have her back, but this still needs to be aired out with Kay. We get Stacy and Jazzy. So we're going to get more of Jazzy. So she's going to be a friend of this season. They bonded in Miami over Mia pretty much just leaving them by themselves. Stacey apologizes for not being a good friend to her. They talk about wedding plans for Jazzy. Jazzy is going to Preakness. Kay, we find out, sends out an invite for the ladies to do a pregame event. But Wendy's doing something for the actual event. Stacy brings up the girls coming for her and says why Giselle is so worried about what I'm doing, and shows evidence that Giselle got a man at home. And I'm not even gonna lie, it really does feel like production probably gave her this tea to use. Just what I think. We get Tia with her children. Look, her kids are being kids. That's all I gotta say about that. Her and her husband talk, and they're not giving me a whole enough for me to care. Cause she's saying how I came home one day and y'all were just waiting for me to cook, and he even says like I have a busy schedule just like you do. Like let's not do that, cause he was pretty much saying my day starts earlier than you. We're not there. Don't know. Don't care. She said, well, maybe we could have the kids like cook one meal a week. And his thing is, if we do that, you have to enforce it because you'll say one thing and then you'll do another. And ultimately, he just wants them to be on one accord. Really ain't getting none. We get Giselle, Tia, Angel, and Wendy. Giselle says to Tia that what she wore at Angel's event was not it. Tia pretty much says she is one to talk when it comes to fashion, and we see each other. Giselle says that they're going to Nevis. She's going to host. Angel asks Wendy how her talk with Kate went. So it appears that this was pretty much an off-camera type of conversation, which I wish it would have been on camera because it leaves so much to the imagination towards the very end. Now, Angel shares that Kate doubled back and claimed that she didn't say chin check the situation, and that they gonna have to Like that's something that they need to figure out. So, but she did say it with a tone, right? So it's a pregame event. Greg's there supporting. This is the first time the ladies are at this place. Stacy wants to know where Greg is living. He says that she lives there, but he's there all the time. Giselle wants to know what's going on in terms of the events. Kay says that Wendy always has to be first, better, best. Wendy wants to know why is she trying to have a problem with her, because it's like, where is this coming from? What are we doing? And again, it really does seem like a lot's going on. And Kay's whole thing is we're in this moment, but you want to talk about what's coming next. And it's like I kind of get it. And also, we got to remember, if you legit have an issue with somebody, almost any and everything they do is probably going to get under your skin, right? Okay. Um, Giselle brings up the chin check comment. Kay says, just to be clear, I said it and I apologize with a whole tone, which kind of threw me back. I'm like, okay. Wendy brings up to Angela how her reaction now, because Angela's like, okay, cool, it is what it is. Like her reaction now is different than what it was when they all were together, because when they all were together, she was real rah rah with it. Angel says, it did happen, but that's because I was hurt. And that was 2 days ago. I had time to sleep on it. And I don't feel the same exact way that I did then. And then you have wait, so then Kay says, here's the deal, which the way she's talking to is mad crazy. You have a right to feel how you feel, and I hope the convo y'all had will be the last. Baby, that was a chin check moment if I ain't never heard one. I ain't finna hold you. Kay asks Angel if she likes Wendy. Angel, pretty much her whole thing is I don't like being called fake, because this is what Wendy was trying to allude to. But when Kay brought that up, that leads me to believe the she's alluding to conversations they've had off camera, which I get it, but let's leave the off camera stuff off camera, like for real, for real. Um, and then Greg gave Kay a stack of 20s for them to go bet on, which makes me believe that Kiana gave Greg a stack of 20s for him to give to her to, give this perception. I'm going to stand by that. They get in the van. Angel is mad, and she lets me know, like, I'm mad about that situation, but I'm just mad in general. Stacy and Kay go back and forth. Stacy brings up, like, Kay has hosted events and you never invited me. So it's just like, you're trying to talk about me, but look at how you are. Kiana doesn't care, spills some of her drink on her dress, is trying to get a napkin. You have Winnie butting in saying, okay, well, Angel, that's your friend. How about you use your dress to like kind of help get the stuff up or cover it up or whatever, whatever. And then you have Kay pretty much telling Winnie, you need to mind your business, this, that, and the third. I forget exactly how Stacy got back into it. But something happened and Stacy was just like, oh, okay, because I definitely don't want to get chin checked. Because also I forgot to mention when he did bring up the fact that Angel had said it's funny that Kay has all this energy for her, but given the fact that she had that situation 2 years ago when Sesame Street came at her. So Stacey going back for it is like, yeah, I don't want to get chin chat because if anything, you'll be the one to do it, baby. I holler. And now you have asked about some, that's very insensitive, this, that, and the third. But weren't you the same one last season that brought up? See, I ain't got time. Anyway, rate, comment, subscribe, and share. We'll be at Really Beast House tomorrow. Peace out. I'm going. Bye.